Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to DAZN Boxing. We back with another one. So this one right here, we're just going to get you ready for this big fight day, November 26th. You got a lot of good fights going down today. I'm gonna let you know the times and the networks and all that stuff where you can catch these fights. Some of them is like pay-per-view, so you have to tap in with that. But all in all, you'll know where to find all these fights if you guys are interested. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the playback, feel free to drop a comment as well. You know what I'm saying? Asking the questions. You can follow me on my social media. It's scrolling across the bottom. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram @DoesBoxing. Y'all know how we get down. So we're going to get into it. I did a preview show earlier in the week, but get more in depth with this fight day. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep everybody's, memory fresh on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? The sport of boxing. Got to make sure we keep everybody 100 with it. My man JC in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Good morning. Salute. What's going on with you, bro? All right, so the first one right here. So you guys can find, you check the description box, you can find the fight, the network where you can find it, the times, all that stuff in the description box. If you need to, you know what I'm saying, you need that, feel free to tap in. But you got this world title fight. This from Dubai. You got Jamie Mitchell defending her title versus Nina Hughes. Pretty interesting matchup. Nina Hughes is a little older. She got her career started. I think she's like 3-0, 4-0, something like that. So she got an opportunity to fight for the world title. Jamie Mitchell, she went over to the UK and won the world title off of Shannon Courtney a couple years back. And she made one title defense in February where she looked real good. She stopped the girl. I think that was on the undercard of Bam versus Quadras. She looked real good. So, Jamie got the skills. Jamie's a good boxer puncher. She 8-0 with 5 knockouts. Like, when you talk about women's boxing, you don't really see that. You know what I'm saying? My man said he chilling. Yeah, appreciate you coming through, bro. Salute to you. He said, "Do you see the Yokovic?" Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it for sure. Yeah, I seen her in person too before. But yeah, it's all good. So yeah, this a good fight, man. Nina Hughes got some skills. I know she was a good amateur coming up. You know what I'm saying? And her management and her promoter, they got her this fight. She probably really don't deserve this fight, honestly, but hey, she got a good backing behind her. I like Jamie Mitchell in the fight. You know what I'm saying? I like her skill set. You know what I'm saying? She can box. She can slow down the fight. She can land punches and combinations. She do a lot of things in the ring. She fight at her pace. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. Nina Hughes is maybe slightly taller and stuff like that, so she's gonna have to, be aggressive. And she's a house fighter, real talk. So we'll see. Now, it's supposed to have been a rematch clause with Shannon Courtney and Jamie Mitchell. That shit never happened. Shannon Courtney is coming back December 26th, so maybe they both taking some interim fights before they fight each other. I want to see Jamie Mitchell unify in this division. 118 is a good division. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of world champions that I think she can get some good bump with. You got Dina Thorslin. She's the WBO champion. She's nice with it. You got Lona. She's the WBC. She's a big puncher, long-ranging puncher. Then the IBF. I forgot that. Oh, IBF is Ebony Bridges, who's about to defend her title December the 10th against Shannon O'Connor. So, yeah. So, like I said, a lot of these divisions, it got some good smoke in it. You just have to pay attention to it. My man Keenan in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Just trying to keep everybody updated on today's fight schedule and time and stuff like that. So this one right here, I think is you can catch it 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 on the West Coast. It's a little pay-per-view. I think it's like $10 if you guys want to check it out and support Jamie Mitchell. So we'll see. We'll see how it looks. You know what I'm saying? Can Courtney still make 18? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't even know. I know she had like a leg injury. She blamed it on the menstrual cycle, and then I seen pictures of her when she's not in training camp. She looked kind of husky. That's a good question, bro. We're gonna see. December the 10th, she coming back. So I'm not sure if that's a super bantamweight fight or a featherweight fight. I don't know. She been out the ring for a long time though. So that's a good question. I don't know if some of those pictures of her online was photoshopped though, because she was looking real husky. All right. So this one right here, we got this the next one up. You got Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin, and like I said in the description box, you guys can find the prelims and stuff like that, and the start times. I got you covered. But the prelims gonna start 9:45 West Coast, 12:45 on the East Coast, on the Zone channel. So I got that link in there too, so you can go straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, husky. Yeah, man. Just that's the. I ain't trying to disrespect her and shit, but yeah, she do like that. I seen one picture, man. She like one of those Cabbage Patch dolls. I don't know if they photoshopped that shit or not, but that was crazy. But you got some Olympians on the undercard. You know what I'm saying? Luke McCormick, he nice. They talking about he gonna be the next big thing out of the UK. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Dickinson, Mark Dickinson's out there too. They just signed with the Zone. They got a couple of fights under their belt. You know what I'm saying? I like this women's title fight. Well, Chev Clark, he's an Olympian too. Let's speak on him. But the women's, I think it's a WBC International. You got Sandy Ryan. I'm sorry, Sandy got me saying Shannon Courtney. Sandy Ryan versus Alanis Sanchez. This is a good fight, man. This is gonna be a good one. Sanchez is a 3 or 4 division world champion. She been there with Katie Taylor, with Caskell, uh, Chantel Cameron. She been there with. She only been stopped one time, and that was by Hamadouche. Y'all know Hamadouche just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? We seen that fight with her and Michaela Mayer. So this is another good step for Sandy Ryan, who came back and got her get back over the girl who beat the Farias, who was a decorated champion as well. She came back and got that back. So this a good step up. She should have the height and reach advantage in this fight. She boxed her way to a good decision in the rematch against Farias. She got to do the same thing. Sanchez is a little bit more aggressive. She'll throw a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought Sanchez beat McCaskill when they unified at 140 a couple years ago. But this a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? My man said for sure. My man Perro in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. I like this co-main though. Heavyweight co-main for the vacant British title. Fabio Worley, 14-0, 13 knockouts, I believe. He's on a nice knockout streak. He's been knocking out everything. You know what I'm saying? Competition haven't been too crazy, but he on a nice knockout streak. Then you got Nathan Gorman. I think he's 19-1. Only losses to Daniel Dubois. 5th round knockout over the right hand over the top. He was doing decent in that fight. I mean, this is a decent matchup. Both guys got different backgrounds. Gorman been boxing forever. He came up boxing, and then Worley like basically just started. No amateur background, nothing like that. Gorman got the skills. So he's a big guy. He's from that Fury camp. I think they cousins, and he's a big guy, thick guy that can box. You know what I'm saying? And he got some real skills. Not really a big puncher to me, and I like him. I think he got the better skill set, and they got him as an underdog. I actually think he's the favorite breaking down the fight. But Gorman, he came in at 271. That was one of the things I said you got to look out for. Since he lost to Dubois, he came in at like 255, 256 to Dubois. And since then, he been like 260 something, high 260s and low 270s. We'll see if that's going to affect him. I think if anybody, I think he might be okay because he fights at a decent pace. He don't really go crazy, and maybe that extra weight is for the punch resistance. I don't know. We'll see. Fabio Worley been creeping up there too. He started like at 224. Now he weighed in today at 240. So these guys is young heavyweights. I like the fight though. You can get Gorman with a right hand over the top, just like the bar did, and I think Worley can punch, and he got fast hands. So we're gonna see who's gonna establish a jab. Who's gonna really put their stamp on the fight first and stuff. It could be some ebbs and flows because I think these guys is pretty close, but I like Nathan Gorman winning the fight by decision. I have money in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute, salute, salute. So yeah, that's a good one. And then the main event, Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. And this is another one I was talking about the weights. Jermaine Franklin, his last fight he was 277. This fight he's 257. You know what I'm saying? My optimal weight for him to send his best performances He in the range of 235 and 240. So that just tells you everything you need to know for me. Now, as an American fight fan, of course I want him to go over there and knock out Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But I don't trust him. I gotta keep it a buck, man. We're gonna see. Hopefully, I eat my crow. Hopefully, I come back over here and say it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I was wrong. If we go over there and beat Dillian Whyte, now he got the skills. Now he can box. He got a good jab when he commit to it. You know, he got fast hands too. He ain't the most active guy. You know, he fight kind of lazy sometimes. He get clipped with overhand rights. I seen Booker touch him up with some left hooks and stuff like that. So if Dillian Whyte touch him with some left hooks, it might be different. We're gonna see if the moment gonna get to him. Like I know he been on the humble type shit, and maybe that's his demeanor. I ain't reading much into that. I actually think his team won the press conference and all. If you wanna give guys points for winning press conference and shit, because his team got Dillian Whyte, they flushed it. He let soft spoken Demetrius Salita say something to him. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Salita as a boxer, he got stopped by Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Like 30 some seconds, and he got big old Dillian Whyte got him upset. So that tells you something. I don't know. We'll see. But the key to the fight, though, Franklin gotta be consistent with his jab. You know what I'm saying? He can punch with Dillian Whyte. He got faster hands, in my opinion. He got faster hands. He can't get bullied in this fight. I think Dillian Whyte gonna try to bully Franklin, push him back, make him fight on the back foot, keep his back against the ropes. You know what I'm saying? And then try to land that left hook. But Franklin, he have his spurts of offense when he real aggressive. I think he gonna have if his engine is good. I mean, he can take it to Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte after a couple of rounds started to get sloppy. You know what I'm saying? After the first two rounds against Fury, he was flopping down in his seat looking crazy. Like he was just so tired and shit like that. So we'll see who got the best gas tank. And we'll see, man. I just don't like that 257, bro. I don't like even if he didn't perform well, when he fought at 245 or 240, I think he fought Jerry Forrest. He didn't really look good, but it gives yourself a better chance to win if you got fast hands, and it's just natural. If you're a fast, twitchy type of guy and you got extra weight on you, you're not gonna be as fast. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Only like really special athletes can put on that weight and still be that twitchy. So, and he won't twitchy before. So we'll see. I mean, if I'm picking real talk, I got Dillian Whyte late. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. I would be happy if Jermaine Franklin win, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, next one we got this one on ESPN Plus in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? This is Zach Parker versus John Ryder. These guys got a lot at stake right here. It's for the vacant WBO interim title, making Canelo's mandatory. We'll see. We got a decent undercards with some good prospects. You know what I'm saying? O'Leary. You got Dennis McCann. I like him. He fights at super bantamweight 122. Y'all see this kid, Dennis McCann? He probably a lightweight. He's a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much longer he can make these weights. You got Sam Noakes on the card. Hamza Shiraz, I'm big on him. He's a 6'3" middleweight. He got the they offered him to fight against Janabek first. They turned it down. And we see how Janabek fought against Denzel Bentley. And we see that Buddy McGirt don't watch no tape. So maybe Hamza Shiraz had an opportunity, but he's coming back. He's a WC silver champion. I like him. He can punch. I seen him I think in his last fight against Torres, he was knocked down and he got back up and closed the show. So that shows you something. Either way you can look at it, either he don't got a chin or he can come back. So we'll see. Let me see. He said winners get the bag against Canelo. Man, maybe, man. This is a good fight, though. Zach Parker versus John Ryder. John Ryder's a shorter guy. 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", stocky, southpaw. He like to get inside and work. You know what I'm saying? He got decent feet, too, but he ain't the fastest. He want to get inside and get inside your chest. We seen his best performance against Callum Smith. I thought he actually clipped that fight, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That was a real close competitive fight. He just beat Danny Jacobs, and that was to me, that was Danny's fault because Danny switched to southpaw and then he started to lose the fight. The first 4 or 5 rounds, he was outboxing my man, easy money. Stay on the outside using the jab, counter punching. My man John Ryder couldn't do nothing. But as soon as my man went southpaw, that's when John Ryder got in the fight, and he kind of stole that fight. Real talk. So we'll see. Parker is a little different. He good on his. He good. He got good feet. You know what I'm saying? I know he a good puncher. He can switch back and forth. He trying to get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But he got good feet, so he can get in and out of John Ryder. That can be an issue for John Ryder if he decide to box a little bit and then sit on the inside, because he can punch too. I think my man Parker is a big puncher, and I think he kind of underrated. We ain't really seen much of him over here in the States. I mean, anybody can run through Von Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody ran through him before that or since. Von Alexander got a big fight coming up too in December versus Christian and Billy. But that was Janabek's toughest fight, Von Alexander. That was a split decision. So yeah, I like John Ryder in the fight. Like, some telling me he may outwork Parker down the stretch. But I think Parker has the tools. He may be the favorite. I think he should be the favorite to win the fight, honestly, because of his youth, and I think he's a bigger puncher. He do a lot of stuff. Like, he's quicker. He's a quicker fighter, so that may get to John Ryder. But we're gonna see. I'm picking John Ryder because I'm thinking he'll get the Canelo fight more. And look, and for the UK fans out there and shit, people who rock with me from the UK, I've been trying to push for Canelo to go to the UK and fight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all guys can get what we've been getting. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just trying to help y'all out. But yeah, the winner they can get in the Canelo sweepstakes. Like, let's keep it a buck. Canelo talking about he want to tune up in May. Oh man, that shit ain't. I don't know. Tune ups, man. That shit get thrown around a lot. Tune ups and ducks and all that shit. It's a lower level fight. I get it because he gonna test out the wrist. He's just coming off of surgery, so I'm not really mad at the fight. And these two guys, the winner of this, actually deserve the fight. Unlike Yildirim coming off a loss, banned substance, and then he took a picture with Mauricio Suleiman, and now he's the mandatory. Nah, these two guys, Parker been mandatory in the WBO since March 2020. A long ass time ago, seemed like. You know what I'm saying? So the winner of this will be the WBO mandatory. And yeah, I think they should, get an opportunity some way down the line. But we'll see. We'll see. But this is a good fight. ESPN Plus, y'all can check the description box for the times. I think it's 11 o'clock West Coast, 2 o'clock East Coast. So feel free to tap in. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got this one right here. So this is the biggest show of the weekend. Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis for the vacant WBC title at 140. I've been looking forward to this fight for a long time. 2 top 5 guys at 140 pounds, and that's a deep division. You know what I'm saying? You can go about 20, 23 deep. You know what I'm saying? I might do a show on that shit. It's a lot of top good fighters. Young fighters, you got killers, you got good boxers, you got veterans, you got former world champions, former world title challengers, up-and-coming guys that haven't had an opportunity. You got some guys that we thought was it really wasn't, and we'll see. But Zepeda versus Prograis, 2 southpaws, they veterans. I like Regis in the fight. I think he do more in the fight. I think he can fight on the inside better. He can box if he need to, use his defense. Zepeda is a good boxer puncher, you know what I'm saying? Good counter puncher. I think really punch one punch. I think Zepeda may be the bigger puncher, especially with that left hand. But we'll see. I don't know if he's going to be able to handle the pressure of Prograis, especially Prograis' jab. When Prograis get his jab going, start going to the body, and start mixing it up, it actually spells trouble for these guys. I think Prograis actually do good against southpaws. I know he lost to Josh Taylor, but that was a razor close. Other southpaws he faced, he ran through them. I don't know if he's going to run through Zepeda. I think he probably drops Zepeda. I can say I'm dropping Zepeda, but I think Zepeda make it to 12 rounds. I like Regis by UD. I think it's not even going to be. I ain't gonna say it's not gonna be competitive, but it's gonna be a clear decision. That's what I see. But I think Prograis will be tentative because Zepeda can box and he can punch. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I like the fight though, man. This is one of the best fights that you can make. in the sport of boxing, real talk, especially with these guys, you know what they bring to the table. We seen Zepeda in a Fight of the Year candidate. We seen Prograis in a Fight of the Year candidate with Taylor. So these guys ain't scared to sit there and bang if it came to that. I just think if that was the case, I think Regis gonna get them up out of there, probably like mid rounds, 6 or 7. But I think these guys gonna be a little bit cautious. It's a world title fight. They fighting outside. It's gonna be chilly now. It's gonna be chilly out there in Carson, 50 degrees and shit. And if you ain't never fought outside, it's a different type of thing. Even the fans, like it's a different type of thing for the fans. You ain't never. I know, like back on the East Coast, I used to go to football games and shit. But it's like different when you out here. You're used to the hot weather in Cali, and then you go to Carson on a you know what I'm saying, on a cold night. That shit different. So we'll see. I like the fight though. And then for the winner, well, this is my scenario. So Jose Ramirez is supposed to get the winner. So when you win a vacant WBC, you're supposed to get two mandatories back to back. Jose Ramirez is in the queue. Um, You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. Jose Ramirez and Zepeda got the same manager. So that's like, what I'm saying, choosing from your mama and your daddy. Who gonna get the biggest purse split? Like how he gonna be negotiating against himself. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do the fight on Top Rank. Like they gonna tell Top Rank, hey, he should get this and this one should get this one. And then Ramirez already beat Zepeda, but that was a close fight. It could have went either way. So how they gonna negotiate that? So that's a conflict of interest in my opinion. Now, if Prograis win, that's a fight that Ramirez should go after. These guys These guys got a storyline. They're supposed to fight 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When Prograis was like number 2 and my man was like number 4, something like that. They had a tournament and then that shit just fell apart. So we'll see what happens with the outcome. Then you got Teofimo Lopez. He's fighting Sandor Martin for the secondary mandatory. So he gonna be the second guy after Ramirez. Honestly, I think Ramirez is going the WO route or another route, but we'll see. I love the fight with him and Richard Prograis. I'm not saying he's scared to fight him, but we'll see. I never say that. You know what I'm saying? But those are the options right there. So this is a big time fight. 140 gonna get cracking too. All right. We got the co-main event right here. I love this fight right here. Yoka Valley versus Evelyn Bermudez. This is 108 pounds. This is for Bermudez titles. Both ladies are unified in their divisions. Valley is at 105. She unified. But you know what I'm saying? So she moving up to 108 pounds. I don't think they're gonna make a difference. If y'all seen the weigh in, you know what I'm saying? Valley is much thicker and the legs and stuff like that. I don't think she'll have no problems. Far as the matchup though, Bermudez is basic. Hard guard, jab, 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 straight right hand. When she get in her rhythm, jab, straight right hand, 1-2s all night long. And when she get her range and distance, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? She can be aggressive. She can be on the back foot. She can take her time to get in the fight. She throws a lot of jabs. Even when it ain't working for her, she throwing jabs. And that what keeps her in the fight, her activities with her jab. And I seen fights where she fought girls similar in stature of Valet, shorter, stockier, compact, trying to get in the inside, throw a lot of punches. They have minimal success. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if Valet brings something different. Like I said, she's compact. She can get inside. I like how she throw her combination. Valet always finish with like a left hook, or she'll always finish a combination strong. She got good in and out movement. Like I said, her legs, she can get in and out, bouncy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she can get out of the way of some of those 1-2s and stuff like that. Bermudez is straight up and down, really. So she can step with her and kind of hit her with an overhand right. But her overhand right be missing a lot. If you watch Valet's last fights and some of her last fights, she'll throw an overhand right and she be falling short crazy. That right there is going to affect her in this fight with Bermudez, because Bermudez can take a slight step back and just throw a jab. She going to be throwing hella jabs, I'm telling you. I'm guessing she throwing about 50 jabs around in 2 minutes. Maybe somewhere up in there. That's a lot of jabs. And then once she get her rhythm, it's straight 1-2. So Valet can win this fight, though. I think this is a close fight. It could be real close. She's the house fighter, Golden Boy, Marv Nation. So they definitely want her to win. And you see what she brings to the table as far as, outside the ring and shit. So she may be the favorite in a lot of people's eyes and on you know what I'm saying, in the books. But I think Bermuda is winning this fight. I think she wins this fight. I think it's gonna be close and competitive. But like I said, the range, the distance, just the basic shit that she does, I think that's gonna get her the nod. But we'll see. California got some crazy judges, yo. I mean, if that guy, I forgot his name. It's one of those judges, yo. They be always score a 10-round fight, 99-91. He feel that shit out walking to the arena. But we'll see. Hopefully, it ain't no crazy decisions. Now, for the winner, so I always like to talk about who's next and stuff like that. So, you got this big fight. Now, this is 108 pounds. This is a unification. This is December the 1st. Cam Clavel versus Jessica Plata. WBC, WBA. So, the winner of this, you know what I'm saying, can actually fight for undisputed down the line. It's not hard making these women's fights, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know y'all know this is a Sinisa Estrada channel. I fuck with her hard, you know what I'm saying? And she out the mix right now. She trying to campaign at 105. And she should have the WBC champion sometime in March and unify that division. So that's why I ain't mentioning her. But she need to fight some of these ladies to submit her pound for pound status. So Cam Clavel, I think Cam Clavel is the best in the 108. Like, real talk. Jessica Plata can fight, yes. Bermudez can fight, unified champion. I think Cam Clavel may be the best. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. They fight next week. So the winner of Yoka Valley and Bermudez tonight can get the winner of this fight right here. You know what I'm saying? Who's fighting December the 1st. So let's give you a snapshot in the future and shit like that. All right. So like I said, you guys can find the times and where you can watch the fights in the description box. Feel free to tap in. We got this heavyweight fight. Jodolov versus Curtis Harper. You know, everybody, we remember Curtis Harper for jumping out the ring against FA. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna never live that shit down. But Curtis Harper's coming out the best win of his career. He just beat an undefeated heavyweight, Christian Thung, on Pro Box. And this guy supposed to have been like a next best thing. He was in Tyson Fury camps and Wilder camps, and he's 6'9", so you know that tells you Curtis Harper he can do well against a taller guy. Jodolov is 6'7", but he's a southpaw. This is a step that Jodolov need. You're facing Harper is an opponent type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeeper in the heavyweight division. 14-8. He's supposed to give you tough fights and give you some rounds. We're gonna see if he can do both. Big guy, you know what I'm saying, like 6'4", 260. We'll see. We'll see what he brings to the table. Joe Law, he can box. He definitely can punch with that left hand. He had a highlight reel knockout too, like a fight of the year. Knockout of the year candidate on Showbox's last fight. The fight really wasn't that exciting up until that point. So you know, Joe Law, he can win a fight by just boxing if he need to. But he trying to get you up out of there. So this should be a good one. You know, heavyweights. You never know what can happen with the heavyweights. All right, moving on. So we got this fight right here. This is 154 pounds. It's a WBC title eliminator, secondary eliminator. We know what's going on at 54. We got Charlo and Tim Tszyu. The WBC just ordered Harrison and Fundora. I hope that fight happens. You know what I'm saying? Fundora is the interim champion. And this fight right here will be like a secondary, you know what I'm saying? So just in case. So it won't be ordered like right then and there, but they be in the queue for a title eliminator. But this is a good fight though. Juan Carlos Abregu is a tough veteran. He fought everybody, Boots, Vesputin, Mean Machine. He coming off an upset victory over one of those Kazakhstan fighters, you know what I'm saying? That was like 3-0, 4-0. That they was thinking it's gonna be the next big thing. He stopped him. So Abregu comes with it. He's tough, rugged. If you know what I'm saying, he can be dirty at times. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. He's the bigger guy in this fight, taller, but I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. He gonna give Conwell a decent bump. If he's motivated, he gonna give him a good fight. Conwell is short, compact. He's nice with it. You know what I'm saying? He can do a lot of things in the ring. I like his body work. You know what I'm saying? I like his defense too. He got a high guard. You really can't get to him too tough. So he do a lot of good things in the ring. Olympian as well. And he's the guy that everybody been, not hyping up, but we expecting a lot from him. So this is a good platform for him to show out. You know what I'm saying? A title eliminator versus a Bregu. This is a fight he should win. So we'll see. A good one though. I can see Conwell once he get on his game. I can see him stopping and break you late. Conwell don't got big power, one punch knockout power. He wear you down over time. So we'll see. Open up the pay per view. So I forgot to mention all these fights I just mentioned with the thumbnail. That this is gonna be on the pay per view portion. This fight gonna open up the show. Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Alex Martinez. This is a showcase for the young Vargas fighter. You know what I'm saying? Facing Alex Martinez, I think he's 3-2, something like that. So Fernando Vargas Jr. he can fight though. He's still learning. These guys, young fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's southpaw, strong, and he'll go to the body too. So we'll see. This is a good one though. Good spot for him. Now, this card is going to start off with a preview. You know what I'm saying? If you check the description box, it's 4:30 West Coast, 7:30 on the East Coast. It's going to be on FITE TV. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you can watch the free fights. There's a couple of fights I'm about to show y'all, too. You can watch that on FITE TV. And then you're ready to order the pay-per-view at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. That's when you can order the pay-per-view. So, let me get y'all tapped in with what's going on. There's a couple of fights on the free view that you can check out. You know what I'm saying? If you guys interested in that, this is my type of shit. I like to watch all the fights. So this is the bout sheet. You got the off TV fights. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 fights off TV, so they're gonna get started early. They're gonna have a lot of fights. I think it's 13 fights on the card total. But on the free view that you can catch on FITE TV, starting at 4:30 West Coast, 7:30 on the East Coast, you got a couple of fights. Alejandro Reyes versus Daniel Perales. Ruben Torres, that's Ace Torres. He fights on Thompson Boxing. He had that controversial knockout where like he walked up to the guy. The guy thought the referee called a knockdown. And then, I don't know if y'all seen that clip. The referee called a knockdown, and he walked up to him, and the guy wasn't ready. He hit him with, a left hook, and he knocked his ass out. That shit was crazy. That's him. He coming back. He's facing Eduardo Estrella. You know what I'm saying? That may be a tough fight for him. My man got 9 knockouts. He coming to fight. And they matching these guys. The ones on the free view, probably kind of tougher than the undercard fights. And then you got Nathan Rodriguez. That's the son of the promoter, Marvin Rodriguez. So his son is on the card facing Jerson Ortiz. So that's the free view. If you guys want to check it out, 3 fights to get you ready for the main portion of the card. So yeah, that's what it is. Feel free to tap in if you guys interested in watching those fights. I'm definitely gonna be there for sure. So yeah, so that's what it is, man. There's a lot of good fights this weekend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good fights. I don't know if there's anybody in his team, Zepeda. I've seen a lot of people picking Zepeda. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can win the fight. We'll see what he brings to the table. He can't sit there with Regis. Regis got the best. He got a better chin. I think he got better defense. And he's more versatile. So we'll see if we can overcome what Regis brings to the table. OTB in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So we'll see. I know. I still think that Barancha fight took a lot out of him. I know that was a couple fights ago. He fought Hank Lundy. If Hank Lundy had some legs, Hank Lundy could have won that fight. He faded down the stretch of that fight versus Zepeda because he was beating Zepeda to the punch in that fight. Old as Hank Lundy. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a prime Regis Prograis. So we'll see. So I see a lot of people, they're actually picking Zepeda. I got Regis Prograis, though. I think Regis Prograis wins a decision. He probably could stop him. It depends how the fight goes and what Zepeda can take, what he's willing to take. I seen the red flags of Zepeda. He was in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? He got arrested a couple of weeks ago. I don't really think that shit going to play into it. He a professional, and also well maybe because this is his third title shot, and every time something goes wrong, he fought Terry Flanagan for the vacant WBO. His shoulder popped out in the second round. Crazy. That fight was just heating up. So he got a TKO loss on his resume. I know some people go to BoxRec and say, "Oh, he got knocked out in the second round," but you gotta watch the fights. The first round was you can just pick whoever. Then the second round, his shoulder popped out. You can see it. Um, and then I thought he got a tough decision loss to Jose Ramirez, a hometown decision. I thought that fight was either a draw or Zepeda. So this is third opportunity to world title. I like Prograis though. Prograis got a little bit more. He bring a lot to the table. He got a good chin, championship quality chin. He got a good jab. I like how he go to the body. He can do a lot of things, man. If Zepeda gonna sit there with Regis, that shit might not last that long. You gotta keep it a buck. So we're gonna see. So, like I said, you guys can hit the description box if you need any you need to get the times and the links. I got it all there in the description box, the networks, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be tapped in on what's going on. If you're interested in watching boxing tonight, I got you covered. What's good, bro? Teddy B in the building. What's good with you, bro? As Zepeda could have got the decision versus Ramirez. Yeah, I thought so too. That was a good fight. Like my man was having a lot of problems with a boxer, and he can punch too, so he was keeping Ramirez honest. Ramirez just came on down the stretch. Hyphen in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So yeah, so once again, I'm gonna run it down real quick, and like I said, description box, y'all get the times, the links, all that shit, networks. So first one, so I'm about to start watching this in a few. This coming on at 7 o'clock my time, 7 a.m. You got Jamie Mitchell defending her WBA title versus Nina Hughes. Y'all check that out. It's in the description box. Dillian Whyte versus Jermaine Franklin. You got the prelims going on. I think it's gonna start like 9:45 my time. Check that out. 11 o'clock for the main card on the zone. So, it's an interesting matchups. I like the Worley versus Gorman fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. This is an important fight, man, for Dillian Whyte. He gotta win this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this card right here. This on ESPN Plus. Zach Parker versus John Ryder. Both guys they can see the Canelo sweepstakes at the end of the tunnel. So we'll see. This is a WBO interim title fight, so it makes them like mandatory for Canelo. That don't necessarily mean they're gonna get the fight. It's just put them in a position. Especially if you hear the guy talking about having a tune up or run out type of fight. One of these guys fit the bill, and Canelo always wanted to fight in the UK, so this will make sense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Nate the Great, what's good? Salute to you. I'm on the West Coast. Salute to you, bro. West Coast. All right, and then you got this one right here. This gonna close out the night. You can catch this card on FITE TV. It's in the description box if you need the times and stuff. They got a free view, so that's gonna be on FITE TV as well. 4:30, 7:30 on the East Coast. Then the main card is gonna start 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock on the West Coast. So feel free to tap in. Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis. This should be a good fight right here for the vacant WBC title, man, at 140 in a hot division. So it should be pretty decent for sure. He said, salute. Yeah, salute to you, bro. So you guys got everything you need for us today. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this shit can help you guys out so y'all know where to go, the times and stuff like that. You can just pace your ring walks if you guys into that. I know Dillian Whyte's his ring walk's supposed to start at 5:30 on the East Coast if that shit help anybody out. You know what I'm saying? But then at night for the Zepeda and the Prograis card, that's the only card we got tonight, so it should be pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? So no only cards that's really conflicting each other is the Zach Parker, John Ryder card and the Dillian Whyte card. But it is what it is. How y'all guys want to watch it and stuff like that. But I want to salute everybody coming through the building. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys tap in with this boxing going down. Um, if you guys need any links or anything, if I have it, hit me in behind the scenes on my social media scrolling across the bottom. Twitter worked the best though. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Instagram too. It don't even matter. He said, hell yeah, it helps. Okay, 5:30. Yeah. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, so make sure you guys tap in and everything is Gucci, yo. I appreciate everybody coming through. That's my time, and I'm out.